We step onto the pitch to conquer, to ignite belief, to dominate the moment. We take control, we win, and sometimes we lose. We score, we miss, but we regain control. A free kick, a pass, an assist, and the goals follow. From penalties under pressure. Every challenge looks easy. So we repeat it. Because it's one team, driven by one dream, inside one league. Vincy Soccer Premier League.
Oh, it's hope! And they have returned from one goal down. Goal! He scores! He scores!
Cross comes in now, open goal, it's in the back of the net. With the early goal, it looks like.
The Vincy Soccer Premier League is brought to you by the SVG Football Federation.
So welcome to the Brighton Technical Centre for the big game between Bequia United and the defending champions North Leeward Predators. Roxelle, good evening.
Good evening, Charlie. Good evening to our viewers, and this is definitely an evening to really relish, because we have for us this evening an encounter between a newly promoted entity, Bequia United, and the defending champions, North Leeward Predators.
Most definitely North Leeward Predators again with their black trunks and blue tops with some white in it, and Bequia United red with some red yellow trimmings around the sleeves. So the stage is set for this encounter this evening.
All right, the toss is now being taken by Kevin Small, captain of North Leeward Predators, and Mark Brown for Bequia United. To give you the lineup for Bequia United, Justo is in goal. We have Darian Peterson, number 4, Jermaine John, number 6, number 9, Mark Brown, number 10, Luke Duncan, number 11, Kamal Best, number 12, Carla Simmons, number 16, Ozanley Oliver, number 19, McQuinn Snag, number 20, Glenrick Hazel, and number 22, Jermaine Oliver. For the defending champions in goal is, let's get that right here, she just went awry. But in goal, Alaski Samuel, number 44. Number 16, the captain, Dale Spring. Number 2, Anthony Edward. Number 6, Gavin Brown. Number 8, Curtin Williams. Number 10, Tariq Small. Number 17, Gideon Richards. Number 19, Kevin Small. Number 21, Sidward Bentic. Number 23, Darren Pear. And number 93, Ronaldo Franklin Charlo.
Certainly that's the lineup for North Leeward Predators, along with that of Bequia United. Bequia United newly promoted along with System 3, and we saw last night that System 3 had that thumping victory over Besco Pastures, winning that 7-2, and so Bequia United will want to stake their claim as well in the Premiership. But North Leeward Predators, the defending champions, they are known for their speed, they are known for their stamina, and I'm sure they are going to come out with guns blazing.
Definitely. And encounter to look forward to the young men. A very pretty young team as it relates to the Bequia United. Short in stature. We have no really exuberantly tall individuals. Kamal Best, former national player, probably the tallest on that unit. Similar structure for the North Leeward Predators, but they are more robust and stocky in their demeanor, so to speak, as their structures physically appear to us here, Charlo.
Well, most definitely, and one would understand that. And North Leeward Predators, you look at the terrain and you understand why they are physically stronger. And so the kickoff has taken place. It's in Bequia's half. Still knocking around rather nicely. And Predators would now look to counter-attack. Going back. And you can see Small, the captain, looking for some pathway, but intercepted there by Bequia. Captain Small gives it to DL Spring. The cool, calm individual of Spring. That's Ronaldo Franklin, boots it downfield, finds Cortland Williams in number 8. There's some bit of tussling, and it's going to be a throw-in for Bequia. In fact, it's Bequia. They've been awarded a free kick. So Cortland with number 8. You see Gideon Richards out front as well. Gordon says chips it downfield, looking for Mark Brown. Brown gets a boot on it with a shot on goal. A good defensive by the goalkeeper. Couldn't clutch it, but knocked it away, and denying Bequia United any opportunity of getting an early goal. So yeah, so a throw-in for Bequia, but Bequia still with it. Goes back in defense, back to their goalkeeper, as we see Gordon racing down to get to that, but and there it is.
It's a penalty.
It's a penalty.
Definitely a penalty. Yes.
Very early in the piece.
And then he's reeling in pain. He's definitely gonna need some assistance. The medical team is here, and we're gonna see what they can assist him with. But Mark Brown is reeling in pain, as his team has been awarded a penalty, and they have had a couple of raids very early.
Yes, so they have taken the early runnings. So that was Mark Brown coming off, coming in, and the goalkeeper coming off his line. There was that collision. And certainly referee immediately pointed to the penalty spot, and there's a Mark Brown trying to get the physio giving some work, trying to get him back into shape. But Bequia United have the opportunity to start very early, Roxelle.
Well, we saw this yesterday. It was Besco Pashas who got off to a very good start, and then the equalizer came, and then the goals came just like the rains were falling yesterday afternoon.
Well, it was a pretty consistent rain, and then certainly
persistent enough to get 7.
And we had System 3 really raining with the goals.
Yes, definitely.
So it's going to be, let's see who's going to take that penalty.
It looks like Kamal Best.
So Samuel. We're just about 3 minutes, just into the 4th minute of play, and let's see, Best lining that up, and here he is. And
Scores! Bequia United 1,
yes.
North Leeward Predators 0.
Sending the goalkeeper the wrong way, and if you can look at it once again, I think it was an early move by the goalkeeper.
Yes.
And
he went almost straight down the middle.
Yes, and he just calmly and coolly putting it to the right of the goalkeeper and into the back of the net. So Bequia United in the 4th minute with a scoring from a penalty, so they are a 1-0 lead. And but do you know that Predators, they are a team not to give up, and they would come at Bequia United running pretty hard.
Well, they arrived just a little bit later than normal due to transportation issues, and I don't think they would have warmed the way they would have liked to. So let's see how the game transpires for them.
So Ronaldo Franklin there, still with it. It's still inside their half, and it's Mark Brown. With a corner, with a cross, but there's still North Leeward Predators looking to come out of their own half. Looking for Gideon Richards, but it goes into touch, and it's going to be a throw-in for Bequia United as we look to our right and see an American airline flight making its way into AIA. And comes across, looks for number 4. And goes back in defense, and he bought this long downfield. This looks like there's number 2. Small is there. Good work by Small. Finds his player, gives it to DL Spring, who has that calming nature, and he been fouled there by the number 10 for Bequia.
Looks like he's carrying something.
Regain his composure, and you can see referee just standing there, and he's going to lend Spring a hand. Spring having a word with him. Now he's on his feet and trying to stretch that out. So it's going to be a free kick for North Leeward Predators. So boots it downfield, looking for some support. Down goes the player, and
almost something similar to what we saw down in the North Leeward Predators defensive half.
But
is it inside?
It's just outside that 18-yard box. It looks like to me.
Well, wow, the pictures were showing. Can we have the replay again? If we do get the opportunity to see the replay again, we may be able to ascertain the position at which it was definitely
inches off the line.
From where it's pointed. Yes, correct.
So we can see DL Spring there. There's Cortland Williams also there lining it up, and one would want to think that DL Spring would take this. He has that cool head about him, and you can see Cortland just about whispering something in his ears. Good defensive work there by Bequia United. It goes into touch, and it's going to be a throw-in for the Predators. But again, good defensive work. The wall was there, and certainly that one went straight into the wall, and really out of the harm's way. So Small goes back to his goalkeeper, Samuel. Samuel can't pick it up, but he looks for the number 23. And come down the line. And it goes into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for Bequia United. Gideon Richards, nice ball. Finds Gordon, and off the defense, and infringement call. There's someone seemed to be in an offside position, and it's going to be a free kick for Bequia United. Downfield. Nice header, looking for Cortland Williams, but Bequia United is there. Darian Pear, the number 23, finds Mark Brown, the number 9. Comes across field, too much on that. That would go into touch. And it's going to be a throw-in for North Leeward Predators. So Bequia United leading here. 1-0. Small. Captain. Works, finds number 2, Anthony Edwards, finds Cortland Williams with number 6, Gavin Brown. Brown has one to contend with. He's been knocked out into touch, and a throw in for Bequia, quickly taken, finds his number 19, and that's Snag. Snag, heads go up. Mark Brown intercepts, but there's still work to do. Ronaldo Franklin, he's been bundled off that one, and a whistle going, so it's going to be a free kick for Bequia. Too much on that. Gavin Brown is unable to rein that in, and it's going to be a throw-in for Bequia United. So Bequia United with that throw-in. Not good work there by the number 11. That's Kamal Best, the goal scorer, with the penalty. And it's going to be a throw-in for the Predators. We are just about in the 10th minute. Edwards finds Pierre, but it's intercepted by the Bequia United. Bequia United, nice ball. Small is there, good work. Cortland Williams turns, looking for some support on the right. Richards is there, pulling the defense with him. The cross comes in and into the side netting. It's Bequia United 1, North Leeward Predators 0.
Well, we would expect to see better from Richards as he gets into the game. I don't think they're warm as much as they would like to be, and they're still getting their footing, so to speak, and acclimatized to the situation here. But that was not a pass across, we should say, the caliber that we expect.
From Richards.
Yes, exactly.
So here it is. Tariq Small looks for Gideon Richards. Richards with it once again. Looking for, but again, good defensive work by Kamal Best. The heads come in. Up goes the header. And Jermaine John clearing that off the defense. And he boots it downfield. Looking for some support. Now, whistle going. It's against Bequia United. And it's going to be a free kick awarded to Bequia United. North Leeward Predators. DL Spring with it. And again, the rush of blood there. And DL Spring getting a nip, but on the ground, you can't see the number from here, Roxelle. Trying to pick the number of the.
Yeah, his back is towards us, and I was hearing it sounds like Peniston, but we'll see. Or is it Snag? And as we were saying before,
Peniston is on his feet.
Right, so it's probably Snag. And as we've said before, the figures of the Bequia United players are quite on the slender side. So you know, any very sturdy bump or pong would be felt, and you could see he's grimacing. As I'm not sure if that's a deodorant or a cold spray there, Charlie.
Well, certainly it's a spray. And it works magic.
Yeah, well.
And so play being held up momentarily, a hand being given to him now. So he's back on his feet, walking away rather gingerly as he walks to the sideline. It's just about holding around the ankle area, and still not comfortable, but it's going to be a free kick. Bequia boots it long ball downfield, looking for some support. Small is there. Captain, he boots it long downfield. Headed away there by Bequia. This would go into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for the Predators. And so Bequia United leading 1-0. We are in the first 15 minutes or so of this encounter. Small finds Spring. Goes back to Small. Back to Spring, back to DL Spring, who loses it, and this would go into touch once again. It's going to be another throw-in for the Predators.
Again, rushing a bit to the Bequia United unit. They have the ascendancy. They can possess it and play more precise passes. Take their time and choose a proper pass. Charlo.
Yes, so it goes right back to goalkeeper Samuel. That was Pierre. Looking for his defense in number 21. That's Bentic, Sidroy Bentic. And Bentic looking for some support on that far side. It goes into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for Bequia United. And quickly taken. Finds number 12 in Simmons. Simmons comes across field. Gavin Brong is there with DL Spring, looking to do a fancy footwork, not being able to get that done. Again, good work by Small, the captain. Gavin Brong with it. Finds Scotland Williams. And the elder statesman, that booted long ball downfield, aimless.
Well, he was hoping that Richards would have been following his eye there, but they were not on the same page on that occasion.
So Kamal Best comes to his right, finds Peterson. It's back to Peterson. Peterson comes down the flank for number
nice
19.
move,
good work. But Anthony Edwards with it. And Pierre gave to Small. Guilty offender there. Anthony Edwards.
Darian Pierre is it, I think. Yeah, number 23, is it?
Yes, Darian Pierre.
Yes,
Was a little tough on that. And referee says, come on. We're not going to have that. So a free kick awarded for Bequia United. And Kamal Best Chips it long, ball downfield, and Samuel, calm as ever, collects. And the goal, Bequia United 1, North Leeward Predators 0.
Yes, Kamal Best, the goal scorer from the penalty spot, and definitely one that he had. The goalkeeper was moving very early, and this one is a ball to the chest. It looks like number 18, is it? We'll see. He's grimacing in pain because there was a pass intended to go forward for North Leeward. He struck him squarely on the chest area, and he is down.
Perhaps winded a bit.
Well, it could be more than winded. This is something we have to be very careful with, and so we are hoping that the physio can do his work quite efficiently and effectively on this occasion. And these things we don't take chances with, Charlo.
Absolutely no chance whatsoever. But certainly it's a cool afternoon, Roxelle, here at the Technical Center at Brighton. Some clouds overhead, but no immediate threat of rain.
Well, good afternoon for football. It's cool.
It's a little windy.
Yes, it's windy, so the temperature is regulated quite well. The surface is not bad. Could be better, but as you know, a lot of work being done on it, and a lot of competitions and new teams preparing. So it's on some heavy work. But here we go. It's North Leeward Predators going forward, trying to find the spring, but inadvertently hitting the referee, and he is now offering a bounce ball, which is correct. Pair takes it now, and North Leeward Predators continue to move forward, looking to go across, only as far as Snag for Bequia, who pumps downfield. No man's land. Kevin Small is going to try to pass it forward. He loses it though. Into the number 22 for Bequia. That's Oliver. Oliver to Snag. Snag goes inside. 100 as we know him. That's Kamal Best. And he pumps it out of into touch. That is as John is down. Looks as if he's holding the groin area. And this could be something quite serious here, Charlo.
Well, certainly, yeah, the physio is out. And he's in a sitting position. I think that's a good thing. And players in these cool conditions, just milling about, just waiting for everything to be rectified, and you get back to the plane. So he's on his feet. That's very good. He's limping away and kicking that left leg as well.
John is a sportsman of all sorts. He plays national netball with the national male netball team. He is a avid basketball player, very, very talented. And you can see him manning the defense here with Kamal Best for the Bequia United. So quite athletic and very much involved in a lot of sports in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. But the throw-in is going to be taken now. It's DL Spring with it. He looks to give it back to the Bequia United. That is done. Best pumps downfield. He's looking for Mark Brown. Brown is backing and gets it forward, but loses it only as far as the number 10. This is a forward moving ball, and Ronaldo Franklin cuts it out to Richards. Richards goes back and finds the number 18, who is looking for some movement forward. Not again communicating well, and shielding it into the path of Justo, and now is Best. Best gets it back from Stowe as he moves down on the left hand side. He comes inside looking for the number 22. That is Oliver. Jermaine Oliver can't get it, can't pick it up, so it's pair finding Spring looking for that is Kirtland Williams, right? But it's still coming and taking no prisoners whatsoever, putting into touch very quickly.
Well, the goalkeeper ensured that he cleared it off his line, because Kirtland had just about outran the defender.
And that's strange. Kirtland is at his age and period of time in football life, Charlo, right? Outrunning a young man.
Well, it all has to do with fitness as well.
All right.
And there was Kirtland, rather diminutive, but those legs were going like pistons.
That's what happens sometimes, and we still have another Bequia player down. Walk us through the concept of what would a group of players like this from Bequia be going through. They get up early, they will come up on the ferry, 1 hour 45 minutes if it's a fast ferry
It's just
journey to St.
the
Vincent.
regular time is about an hour.
Right.
But with the fast ferry is just about
Yeah,
half
but
an hour.
it takes a toll on the body. Then you travel here, you are here for a couple hours before the game actually starts, and that's sometimes something that in our context would be different. But his Bequia trying to get this one from North Leeward. This Spring finding some movement, gets it to his
Well,
number
nice
2.
ball.
Really good ball there.
Nice ball.
And they go forward.
Dial
Yes,
is
Spring
on the run.
still Spring. Spring is gonna cross and it doesn't get his foot around it as he would love to.
Yes.
And into touch it goes, and
But there was a DL Spring perhaps saying, let me try to get this one by myself going down the left flank. He had a good run, really got around everyone, but as he looked to curl that in, didn't get it as he anticipated and what would have loved, and it went sailing out of over the crossbar and out of the park.
all right. So it's Bentic getting it to the number 6, finding Franklin. Franklin is coming across and gets a good ball to the number 6 there for North Leeward. That's Gavin Brown, and he's
caught in that offside position.
Caught in an offside position. So North Leeward Predators having to work here, Charlo, against the newly promoted Bequia United. And we gotta remember, Bequia United, as much as they are a newish team to the Premiership, remember they would have played Premier football before, and their coach, their head coach, is a national coach.
Former national coach?
Correct. Well, national under
Yes,
17,
national.
former national senior coach.
Right.
Yes. So it's with Benty. Comes inside, looking to find, but loses it to Mark Brown. Mark Brown comes across, looking for snag, but the angle is a bit too much, and coming and collecting there was Samuel. He bowls it out, looking for Gavin Brown. He's arguing. He's not happy. He is finding it difficult for to get to that pass. And so out of intertouch once more, taken by number 4 for Bequia. That's Peterson finding number 10 in Duncan. 4 is now for Duncan. Duncan plays it through. Good ball, looking for snag, but covering there is the ever-present Kevane Small, and he plays it onto snag. Takes it through now, very quickly. Decides now to leave it to the number 2.
I think it was smart on the part of Small.
Yes, Edwards looking to go forward, and being instructed to retake the pass in the correct position now. It's the number 2 there, Anthony Edward. Edward looking for Gavin Brown. Brown is laying it back to Edwards. He goes inside, but only as far as Jermaine John. Boots it downfield, looking for the number 22. Now under some pressure there is Bentic for North Leeward Predators. Ooh, almost a nice touch there, but touch on this occasion off of the defender, in this case Carlos Simmons. So number 10 for North Leeward Predators is moving forward. That is Tariq Small. And losing out Bequia. Carlos Simmons brings it across. Not a good ball. Need to be a little bit more precise with these passes, shorter passes, and finding the feet, but they're not doing that as often as they should. As Edwards go inside, finds Edwards, finds that was the Spring trying to put on the number 10 running forward. Into touch it goes once more, and Edwards is gonna take it at this on this end. So
again, another Bequia player down on that far side, getting some assistance, and it looks like Kamal Bess. So he's been ushered to the sideline. So just about in any minute we're going to have a resumption, and it's Anthony Edwards goes back to his captain.
Yes, oh, wonderful, wonderful work there by Edwards, and he had to be brought down, as this was a really nice move by Edwards.
Yeah, it was. Very good piece of work, but unfortunately he was brought down by Snag.
So here we go, continuing this Bequia. Carlos Simmons going to find Matt Brown. Matt Brown, that one's pumped in the air, and the goalkeeper comes now. Samuel takes, and tall, long structure of Samuel commanding the area there. And he is small. Small brings it back to Ronaldo Franklin. North Leo Pretis. They're behind, and we are 26 minutes in the counter looking for Brown. And once again, very disciplined, must say, the defense of Bequia United. They have been catching Brown running an offside position quite frequently, and it continues to work for them on this occasion here, Charlo.
Yes, I think he was moving very early indeed. He was anticipating the pass, and he was very early into his move.
Well, he's saying that the passer is holding the ball a bit too long, but let's see. You still have to control that run. And this one is into the box of Bequia once more. Samuel, just evading the on-running Snag. And it's Edwards now, picks it up from Small. Coming up here now on the right-hand side. Back to the All-Spring, Northfield Predators, having some difficulty coming out of their own half. Small, back to Spring, deep in their own defensive half. Goes across to the left to Bentic. Bentic looking for Richards. Richards does good work. He turns. Richards is moving very quickly up the right. Let's see what he does. He is trying to get a wrong one. He gets a wrong one. Goes across. Finds Brown. Brown looking for Spring. Spring has it. Spring is in the box. Let's see. He unleashes. And it was smothered somehow. And that was the best movement for the evening from North Leeward Predators.
Well, most definitely, but again, good work by Jermaine John. And they were really cut the angle there for DL Spring, not allowing him that freedom to unleash a full-blooded shot. And it's just a team ball ending up in the hands of a goalkeeper.
Well, that is how we continue to play here. The game is quite tactical so far from my estimation, meeting the strengths of each team, and quite well the defense and the midfield. And here we go, Spring trying to get onto this. He leaves it to Brown. Brown has one trying to get around John, and the crosses. It's with that was an opportunity for Cortland Williams. He should have hit the back of the net, but what he did was hit the Vincy Soccer Premier League poster at the back of the net. And an opportunity goes a begging.
Yes, it is an opportunity. I think the best opportunity they had for the afternoon that has gone a begging.
Well, they're warming. I feel they're warming to the occasion. Bequia will continue to plug away as they've done so far. And it's now with North Leeward Predators. Small finds Pear. Pear goes across, looks inside, finds Samuel. Samuel flicks on to the number 10 movement happening here. And Bequia is now going to have to soak up some pressure. Pear looks like he's getting into the act. Good ball to Spring. Spring looking for Gavin Brown here on the left. Brown is moving forward. Crosses. And Kamal Best was equal to the task as Bequia comes away with the pass, but only as far as that's Bentic. Bentic finds Pear. Pear is looking to come inside, gets it back to Bentic. Bentic now looks for Williams. This is too long. Joshua commands in his bright orange kit and bows it out. Not a good work. Gives it away to Gavin Brown. And there's the defender,
Peterson.
the number 4. Peterson had to come to his rescue. And there we go. Opportunity goes a begging. And another ball goes outside. And Here we go. It's DL Spring. Spring comes across, finds Pair. Pair to Spring. Spring goes inside and looks for Williams. Williams cannot control. And a second attempt for clearance. Goes to Gideon. Gideon Richards. Good save by Stowe. Really good save. Low to his right. The near post, and coming up with a second collection thereafter. Bequia under some pressure here as North Leeward Predators continue to get their mojo going. The number 10, Duncan Doe, turns neatly, really well, into the path of number 21. Is it number 20? Yes, 22, that is. Bequia takes across. Mark Brown! Mark Brown scores! Oh! Look at the counter-attack!
Flag is up.
Is it? Oh! It is! Oh boy! But that was a good move.
There it is. Mark Brown was offside.
Offside.
And assistant referee in the perfect position for that.
Well, what? Here we go. Here we go. Is he outside? He's not. And go. Josh Stowe is beaten. The flag stays down. We just spoke about the counter-attack similar to this before. Now everybody from Bequia were left napping. The defense were left napping. And Cortland Williams took advantage of it. Mark Brown is challenging that he could not hear the whistle on behalf of the Bequia United team. Let's see what the outcome would be. But the goal looks like it's going to stand.
Yes, it is. So it's Bequia United 1. North Leeward Predators 1.
Well, actually, in all honesty, it is not the mistake of the official. All right, the sound system went off, thinking that Bequia would have scored and their second goal. The referee was continuing with the game, and Charlo, 32 minutes gone. A couple cards have been issued to Bequia, and it's over to you.
So it's Bequia United 1, North Leeward Predators 1. And certainly one that the Bequia United were trying to contest, but the referee has stood firm in terms of his decision. So we are just about to play off the kickoff to be taken by Bequia United. It's Bequia United 1, North Leeward Predators 1 in this, the Premier Division encounter, Vincy Soccer Premier League. And it was Gavin Brown who scored there for the Predators. So it's Bequia looking to come forward. Mark Brown with it, chips it downfield. Goalkeeper Samuel comes off his line, collects easily, and there was Jermaine Olivier closing in, but controlled by Predators. So Small, the captain, ever present, gives it to Darian Pierre. Pierre into the body of the number 19 snag, and it's a long ball. Gavin Brown once again has goalkeeper to contend with, and off the goalkeeper, and it's just going to be a corner. And certainly I thought he should have done better there.
I think he had a better option in passing it to Mr. Williams, who was following behind the play, so he wouldn't have been offside. He chose to go to the near post, to attempt to beat Josh to the near post. Probably not the best option on this occasion.
Right, so a corner as we see Gavin Brown, Cortland Williams looking to go to that corner. And so just an update, Roxelle, West Indies against South Africa under the Duckworth Lewis method. There's South Africa 116 for 6, needing 9 runs off 2 balls. West Indies got 114 for 3, but under the Duckworth Lewis method, the more wickets you lose earlier, you know, it
affects you badly.
It affects your rate.
All right. Well, we do have some players out here who would have had their hands at playing some cricket. I know Courtney Franklin for North Leeward Predators was a pretty good spin bowler in his time. Did some good work for the college and
then started bowling fast.
Well, we are talking. Sorry, Ronaldo Franklin in this occasion. Yes, Ronaldo Franklin. Courtney is yes. And Courtney, as we talk about Courtney playing semi-professional football outside St. Vincent, and so we probably most goal in the Barbados League so far. We have a few players there. Probably, should I say, a push for the FF to definitely go to semi-pro so that we could to make sure that we keep these players in St. Vincent.
Semi-pro, and I think that we're still waiting for that to come to fruition.
Well, there's a comment behind me. I would not continue to.
So, Bequia United, still with it. It's small, nice ball downfield, but Bequia intercepts. It's Snag, still with it. Gets a wrong one. He has Anthony Edwards to contend with. And whistle going. It's against Edwards. And it's going to be a free kick for Bequia. And Snag walks away, trying to maintain his composure. So, and we can see the Predators coming back into defense and to ensure, looking to thwart whatever efforts it is for the Bequia United. So, Bequia United 1, Predators 1, as that been spotted here by the number 12. That's Carlos Simmons, and right alongside the referee, who is ensuring that it is spotted at the correct area. And you can see Darian Pierre and Kirtland Williams, just a two-man wall. And you can see Samuel just about indicating to both the best position that they can stand. And it's Simmons as he comes in, and it's clear there by DL Spring, but only to find a Bequia United player. He has about 3 Predators player. He loses it. DL Spring with it, and off the John for Bequia. This booted long ball, looking for Snag on the right. He has Anthony Edwards to contend with. Anthony Edwards not allowing him any freedom, and he's still with it. And in the end, off the Anthony Edwards, he goes into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for Bequia United. Number 19, Snag. He leaves it now for Peterson, the number 4. Peterson looking for some support. Fine gives it to Duncan, back to Peterson. Peterson chips it in, and Small heads it out. There's still now Gavin Brown would look to come away with it. Gives it to the Tariq Small. Small loses it. Now he's still with it. Nice ball. It's Richards on the far right. Richards with a long run. He's pulling the defense with him. Can he get a wrong? He gets a wrong one. Ball comes across, finds Kirtland Williams. He controls. Kirtland chips it across, headed away. It's still not fully cleared, and it's Olivier. Now gives it down, boots it downfield, looking for Mark Brown. Ronaldo Franklin outruns him and chips it across, looking for some support. Yes, Darian Pierre gives it to Tariq Small. Gavin Brown is there looking for Kirtland Williams. He's in an offside position. He's being caught in an offside position. He's not happy with that call, but I really looked up immediately, and I think it's the right call. And it's Bequia United 1, North Leeward Predators 1. As
yeah, well, Charlo, it's definitely taking a toll on the youngsters here. And as I said before, they during the tournament they will get accustomed to the rigors that this would be taking on their bodies. Right? As I said, it is not normal. Something they probably may need to do in their training sessions, where they actually come up to St. Vincent for some games, some practice games, so their body could start to assimilate to the requirements of traveling. Being up in the morning, traveling on the boat, being here for a couple hours, and then getting into a very intensive game like this.
yes, I think the organizers will have to strategize in terms of the management of the Bequia United team. And just to update you, Roxelle, West Indies winning by 6 runs.
So there we go.
So a consolation victory, their last game in preparation for the ICC Men's
World Cup.
T20 World Cup in Sri Lanka and India. starting on February 7th. But there's been knocked wrong. It's Kamal Best for Bequia United, looking for snag. And I think it goes into touch, and it's going to be a throw-in for the North Leeward Predators.
So 40 minutes gone, Charlo. Equal still here, 1-1 as we have
A
substitution.
And let's see, number 13 for number 4. So Peterson comes off, and then number 13, that's Javier Friday, and Anthony Edwards with it. Looks for DL Spring. Spring is there. Nice control, but a little too much on that. He was looking to have Tariq Small running onto that, but really a bit overweighted, and in the end was unable to do that. Back to DL Spring in the midfield. Goes to his right. Find Tariq Small. Small gives it to Gideon Richards. Richards looks back, gives it back to Small. Small has a contender. It's been knocked into touch, and it's going to be a throw-in for Bequia United on the far side. And so both teams looking to find that goal to take the lead. They've been tied here for some time, and that's Ronaldo Franklin. Loses it, goes to number 10 in Duncan for Bequia United. Finds Olivier. Olivier gives it to Mark Brown. Mark Brown spins, and he comes to his right. A little too much on it, or too much for snag. The intention was good, but certainly had too much weight on it, and it went into touch for a throw-in for the Predators. We are just in the 42nd minute, and just not sure how many minutes of added time, but Spring goes back in defense to Ronaldo Franklin, to Anthony Edwards. Edwards, and still Bequia United with it. Finds Snag. Snag boots it downfield, headed away there by Ronaldo Franklin with a shot at goal, and Samuel comes off his line, but Small, the captain, clears that, and Bequia United still with it. Comes back in defense to number 13, Friday, who has just entered in the place of Peterson, that has some legs, so it's still Snag who goes across and looking for that.
Why didn't head the ball to goal?
Olivier, who tried, not sure what he really did, and so Predators will live a charmed life. So it's still Bequia United with it, and there's Small clearing that. Cortland Williams has a run. He has Kamal Best and Friday to contend with. Best pulls it back, and Gavin Brown is there. Goes to his right. Finds Gideon Richards. Richards comes around a defender. He's left, and that cross in, and there's the Spring tapping it in. Wonderful cross by Richards, and Spring right to the near post, getting that foot on it and into the back of the net. And North Leeward Predators taking the lead here just about around half time. And again, we see the calm, cool DL Spring doing it for North Leeward Predators.
Well, it came from a very good pass, a very good cross from Richards. So what we expected from him earlier, you could see them getting into the game. I like, though, the move of Bequia in terms of bringing Friday. Structurally, physically, he is quite similar to the physicality that we will bring to what we have seen from from North Leeward Predators. So matching in one instance that kind of physical structure and probably movement, and he also looks quite talented on the ball. So there is some understanding in terms of what's happening and what's not on either side of the team of the teams. And so we have some good movement in terms of tactical play here. But North Leeward Predators coming from 1 goal to down, and they're leading 2-1. Something we saw yesterday in the case of Besco Pashas and System 3.
So players on the far side, I think we can see Tariq Small on that far side getting some assistance as the players try to rehydrate themselves. It's not a very hot day, but they're taking the opportunity to get some water, and
3 minutes.
and play is just about to restart. So there's North Leeward Predators 2, Bequia United 1, and certainly one would hope that Bequia United don't lose hope. I'm sure in terms of Kendall Mercury, the former national senior coach, now under 19, would certainly have some words with them at the halfway stage.
Yes.
So it's John, boots it downfield, finds Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards boots it down. DL Spring is in a tussle there with 2. He controls and gives it to Darian Pierre. Pierre looks around. He's still looking for some support. He goes back in defense. Find Ronaldo Franklin. Franklin finds Small, the captain. Small looking to work his way down the middle. Nice ball for Kirtland Williams. Williams, nice ball. Looks to him, but Kamal Best cuts it out. Gives it to Snag, who is unable to control. It's going to be a throw-in for the Predators. So there's some sense of urgency here on the part of the Predators. They are just about nose ahead in this encounter. Kamal Best robs Gavin Brown of that. He boots it downfield. Ronaldo Franklin is there, heads it down. Not controlled by the number 20 in Hazel for the Bequia United. It's still in Bequia's half as he comes right back to his goalkeeper, Josh Stowe, and just wondering if he's related to Don McSnow, the match commissioner.
Possibly.
And that's booted downfield. It's a nice ball. Bequia United with it, but he has a defender. He goes back, finds Mark Brown. Mark Brown looks to come forward, and Mark Brown still with it. Mark Brown, the cross comes in off the head of Small. Again, Small using his height to very good effect as he chips it downfield again. There is it, and a good clean work by goalkeeper Samuel. And I think did this flag go up?
It looks like the flag went up for offside. I'm not sure. It looks like the flag inadvertently, probably belatedly, I should say, went up there by the assistant on our side here.
Yeah, so it seems as if it's going to be a goal kick for the North Leeward Predators, who would want to maintain the 2-1 lead going into halftime. And certainly Bequia United so far have given a good account of themselves, Roxelle.
Yes, for sure. I agree. I think they do not look overwhelmed. They do not look as if they're not they're out of place. I don't think they look as if they're out of place. And there goes the halftime whistle. Yeah.
Yeah. So at the halftime stage, it's North Leeward Predators, the defending champions, 2. Bequia United, newly promoted, second team in from the tier 2 that came into the Premiership, and 1. So they would take their break. They have 15 minutes to strategize and to come again, and one would expect that they would come again in the second half, come out fighting against the North Leeward Predators. So that's it for us in the first half here at the Brighton Technical Center. In about 15 or so minutes, we come right back to you.
We step onto the pitch to conquer, to ignite belief, to dominate the moment. We take control. We win, and sometimes we lose. We score. We miss, but we regain control. A free kick. A pass. An assist. And the goals follow. From penalties under pressure. Every challenge looks easy. So we repeat it. Because it's one team, driven by one dream, inside one league. Vincy Soccer Premier League.
Oh, it's hope! And they have returned from one goal down. Goal! He scores! He scores!
Cross comes in now. Open goal. It's in the back of the net. The Predators with the early goal. It looks like.
The Vincy Soccer Premier League is brought to you by the SVG Football Federation.
We step onto the pitch to conquer, to ignite belief, to dominate the moment. We take control. We win, and sometimes we lose. We score. We miss, but we regain control. A free kick. A pass. An assist. And the goals follow. From penalties under pressure. Every challenge looks easy. So we repeat it. Because it's one team, driven by one dream, inside one league. Vincy Soccer Premier League.
Oh, it's hope! And they have returned from one goal down. Goal! He scores! He scores!
Cross comes in now. Open goal. It's in the back of the net. With the early goal, it looks like.
The Vincy Soccer Premier League is brought to you by the SVG Football Federation.
We step onto the pitch to conquer, to ignite belief, to dominate the moment. We take control. We win, and sometimes we lose. We score. We miss, but we regain control. A free kick. A pass. An assist. And the goals follow. From penalties under pressure. Every challenge looks easy. So we repeat it. Because it's one team, driven by one dream, inside one league. Vincy Soccer Premier League.
Cross comes in now. Open goal. It's in the back of the net. The Predators with the early goal. It looks like.
The Vincy Soccer Premier League is brought to you by the SVG Football Federation.
We step onto the pitch to conquer, to ignite belief, to dominate the moment. We take control. We win, and sometimes we lose. We score. We miss, but we regain control. A free kick. A pass. An assist. And the goals follow. From penalties under pressure. Every challenge looks easy. So we repeat it. Because it's one team, driven by one dream, inside one league. Vincy Soccer Premier League.
comes in now, open goal, it's in the back of the net. The Predators with the early goal, it looks like.
The Vincy Soccer Premier League is brought to you by the SVG Football Federation.
We step onto the pitch to conquer, to ignite belief, to dominate the moment. We take control, we win, and sometimes we lose. We score, we miss, but we regain control. A free kick, a pass, an assist, and the goals follow. From penalties under pressure. Every challenge looks easy, so we repeat it. Because it's one team, driven by one dream, inside one league. Vincy Soccer Premier League.
Oh, it's hope! And they have returned from one goal down. Goal! He scores! He scores!
Cross comes in now, open goal, it's in the back of the net. With the early goal, it looks like.
The Vincy Soccer Premier League is brought to you by the SVG Football Federation.
We step onto the pitch to conquer, to ignite belief, to dominate the moment. We take control, we win, and sometimes we lose. We score, we miss, but we regain control. A free kick, a pass, an assist, and the goals follow. From penalties under pressure. Every challenge looks easy, so we repeat it. Because it's one team, driven by one dream, inside one league. Vincy Soccer Premier League.
Oh, it's hope! And they have returned from one goal down. Goal! He scores! He scores!
Cross comes in now, open goal, it's in the back of the net. With the early goal, it looks like.
The Vincy Soccer Premier League is brought to you by the SVG Football Federation.
We step onto the pitch to conquer, to ignite belief, to dominate the moment. We take control, we win, and sometimes we lose. We score, we miss, but we regain control. A free kick, a pass, an assist, and the goals follow. From penalties under pressure. Every challenge looks easy, so we repeat it. Because it's one team, driven by one dream, inside one league. Vincy Soccer Premier League.
Oh, it's hope! And they have returned from one goal down. Goal! He scores! He scores!
Cross comes in now, open goal, it's in the back of the net. With the early goal, it looks like.
The Vincy Soccer Premier League is brought to you by the SVG Football Federation.
We step onto the pitch to conquer, to ignite belief, to dominate the moment. We take control, we win, and sometimes we lose. We score. We miss, but we regain control. A free kick. A pass. An assist. And the goals follow. From penalties under pressure. Every challenge looks easy. So we repeat it. Because it's one team, driven by one dream, inside one league. Vincy Soccer Premier League.
Oh, it's hope! And they have returned from one goal down. Goal! He scores! He scores!
Cross comes in now. Open goal. It's in the back of the net. The Predators with the early goal. It looks like.
The Vincy Soccer Premier League is brought to you by the SVG Football Federation.
We step onto the pitch to conquer, to ignite belief, to dominate the moment. We take control, we win, and sometimes we lose. We score, we miss, but we regain control. A free kick, a pass, an assist, and the goals follow. From penalties under pressure. Every challenge looks easy. So we repeat it. Because it's one team, driven by one dream, inside one league. Vincy Soccer Premier League.
Oh, it's hope! And they have returned from one goal down. Goal! He scores! He scores!
Cross comes in now. Open goal. It's in the back of the net. With the early goal, it looks like.
The Vincy Soccer Premier League is brought to you by the SVG Football Federation.
And where we have the first round of the Vincy Soccer Premier League, February 1st, this evening. It's just Awesome FC against Avenues United. And then at 8 would be Camdonia Chelsea against Hope International. And that's February 1st. And February 6th, we are going to have System 3 FC against Jebel FC, and at 9 it would be North Leeward Predators against Leyu. Fixtures for upcoming games, and we are just about ready to restart here at the Brighton Technical Centre in this encounter between the Bequia United and North Leeward Predators. Kickoff taken by Predators. Cotton Williams with it. It comes across field and finds one, and we're still going very early. It's against the Predators as Roxelle rejoins me.
Yes, so it's 2-1. The Predators are leading, and Bequia is getting an early free kick. Looks like Carlos Simmons is going to leave it to Kamal Best, and
Tall, lanky figure.
yes, he's going to have they are going to have to try to equalize and see how the rest of this encounter goes, but their first order of business this afternoon in this second period would definitely to look for that equalizer. Attempted goal at the far post. Good attempt it is, and the number 14, is it? Or number 23 attempting to again cross it back into the area. But not a bad attempt there by Kamal Best.
Not a bad attempt at all, but Samuel using all his reach and knocked it away from the far post, and not a good work by that Bequia United player who didn't pick it up and it went high over the crossbar.
Right, so a throw-in comes the way of North Leeward Predators. It's now with Edwards. This is Anthony Edwards. Number 20 is back. He goes down looking for Samuel Williams, but goes only as far as Jermaine John, who finds the goalkeeper's toe. Stowe finds Jermaine John with a return pass, and he cannot get past Kirtland Williams. There's some argument between the defenders there. They thought he should have been doing better. Again, not a good reception by Friday. Taken by Pear. Pear finds Williams. That's Gavin Brown. Gavin Brown taking some time to make some decision, and Friday stole it. And here we go again. Bequia trying to go get cleared at, but it's with the number 10. He cuts inside, and Kamal Best is allowing it to go into touch. Goal kick coming the way of the Bequia United unit. Taken there all the way now to the number 16. That's Olanze Oliver. Oliver goes forward looking for one of his on-running strikers. Richards picks it up and heads it forward. Snag does, however, still plays it through, looking for number 22. That's Jermaine Oliver. He gets onto it, cuts inside, trying to get around Small. Doesn't. Pear helps out the situation for Northwood Predators, and he decides to go across the field dangerously, but effectively on this occasion into Edwards to Spring back to Edwards. Edwards finding the number 10. Edwards in some trouble. And Friday is the one that's going to pick up the loose ball as it goes into touch. So it's 2-1 if you missed it. We had Kamal Best scoring a penalty early in the piece for Bequia United, and Gavin Brown got the equalizer for the defending champions North Leeward Predators, and Kevin Small was it Kevin Small? Let's get that right. It was DL Spring, definitely. DL Spring who converted the go-ahead goal for North Leeward Predators. This is a good ball. Here, Oliver this is now cut out by Pear. Only as far as John, he goes forward. This is going to reach the feet of Gavin Brown. Is it Brown? No.
It's like an own goal.
No, it's not an own goal. It's not an own goal. It wasn't.
It's Mark Brown.
It's Mark Brown. Yes, it is. I was making sure it was Mark Brown. He got onto a ball that was pushed forward there by Jermaine John. And the equalizers come to a Bequia, and I'm not sure if they were planning for this. They should have planned for this, because they would have wanted to equalize very early in the piece so that they could have a momentum to go forward.
And they did. And certainly the equalizer came, and inside the first 3 minutes, really, on a resumption. And so Bequia United will be very happy. So it's a 2-2 encounter.
I think it was a good execution by Brown.
Well, he's a quality player, Roxelle.
Well, he is, and he's been around the national setup for a while. And so, previously, I think before he had a very serious injury, and definitely leading from the top. I do still feel that he needs to come a little bit more closer to the midfield to get to receive the ball and to direct the play going forward, than standing almost solely ahead of the pack. And this is headed forward by Carlos Simmons, goes out into touch. This 2-2 here, as this is back to Spring from Small. Kevin Small, still Spring. Spring goes forward looking for Gavin Brown. Brown gets it. He's in a tussle. Still Brown, and falls onto the ground as this one is touched forward. Looking for the number 22. That is Oliver. Oliver in a tussle with Spring. He gets a better with Spring to Edwards. Edwards goes forward, losing out though. Into the man Duncan. Duncan goes forward into no man's land really, and Kevin Small for North Leeward Predators puts it into touch. As it looks like Kamal Best is in some discomfort, Charlo.
Well, the whistle going, and I can see the referee indicating something. There is Kamal Best on the ground once again. So again we have a hold up, and Best, I think, is about the third or so time he has been down. All right. Some attention being given to him. He's a tall lad, rather lanky, not the sort of muscular individual. So perhaps those few knocks have taken some effects. It's 2-2 here at the Brighton Technical Centre in this the lone Premier Division game for today between Bequia United, one of the two teams that have been promoted to the Premier Division, and they are up against the North Leeward Predators, the defending champions. And so far they have given a very good account of themselves. They have kept the Predators busy, and the scoreline indicates, and so far they look evenly matched, Roxelle.
Yes, we really can't complain in terms of what they are offering us here, and they look the part. They look as if they can definitely, with some experience in these first 2-3 games of their encounter, they could challenge for a main place still in this division. But it's Kevin Small, he gets it and plays it to Pear. Pear turns neatly, gets away from 3 players and comes across to Bentic. Bentic is looking to move forward on the right hand side, stolen by Oliver. Oliver goes inside to Duncan. Duncan looks a neat little player, and but John is the one who is making a little muff of this one, but Friday cleans it up, finds Best. Best goes inside, looks for Duncan. Duncan plays a really good return ball to the number 10, is it? He is looking for some movement, has Edwards to contend with, lays it back to Friday. Friday still working his way around, still Friday, but eventually losing out, and they're coming away with it. It is Tariq Small. Small finds that is Gavin Brown, but cleared into touch. Does it go outside? No, it doesn't. And so throwing comes the way of North Leeward Predators.
Well, it's good work by the defense there for Bequia United, because they had 2 Predators players in Cortland Williams and Dale Spring cutting through the middle, and they were in an open position. Had they gotten their feet on that, could have been some trouble. And there it is, a good piece of work there by goalkeeper Josh Stowe, because Dale Spring was looking to get a boot in, but unfortunately he closed the angle and Spring could not penetrate.
Well, into touch it goes again. So the battle seems to be heating up here, and both teams looking to really put the pedal to the metal, so to speak. This is Tariq Small, lays it off for Edwards. As going down the left hand side here is North Leeward Predators. They have been asked to revert to the defensive third of their field, and it's with Small. Small goes back to goalkeeper Samuel. Samuel is looking for movement, decides to push it forward, looking for Dale Spring, who does not get the better of it, but on this occasion it's going into touch, is it? The assistant says no. Now on this occasion, yes. And so it is going to be a throw-in for the Bequia United. So both teams now in the second period definitely warming to the occasion. It's all square at 2 apiece. Bequia took the lead. North Leeward equalized, and then they went ahead. Matt Brown is just equalized, and it looks as if this is going to go down to the wire as Kamal Best crosses, goes over the head. Oh, goal! Is it? No! Just a bounce there, probably a bit too high for the on-running player. It was a good cross, undoing the 2 defenders there, Charlo, and an opportunity almost presented itself to the Bequia United team.
Yes. And Dale Spring, I think he has been brought down for Dale Spring, who was unable to wrap his head around that comfortably as he's been booted downfield. Bentic, and still Gideon Richards looks to find Cortland Williams slipping through the middle. Cortland Williams still with it, comes back to Gideon Richards. Richards gets the wrong one, goes across field looking for some support, and still Predators inside the half, but losing it now as Bequia clears, but not going anywhere. It's a shot and goal, like there's Kamal Best in defense, picking that up, And Ronaldo Franklin just shadowing that as it goes back to Samuel. Samuel gives it to his captain, Small. Small goes to his left, looking for a poor pass. Was looking for Edwards. Edwards had to clean the dirty work up and goes back to his goalkeeper. Edwards now looking to find Darim Pierre. Pierre has 2 defenders. He goes back to his captain. Edwards giving it away. And Bequia United, Simmons with it. Again, Small picks up a loose ball, gives it to Mark Brown. Mark Brown with that. And Mark Brown with a shot. But goalkeeper, good anticipation on the part of goalkeeper Samuel, who comes off his line and collects easily and thwarted the efforts. So, Darim Pierre, center. DL Spring says, cool it. Spring looks to come forward, looking to cut through the middle, but it's cut out there by Bequia. It's number 6, Jermaine John. Gives it to play on the far right. Looks for his number 14. And that's Gooding. Finds Mark Brown. Not getting a good header on that. And again,
I think the pass could have been better from Brown. It should have been to the feet.
So Cortland Williams looks up. He's looking for some support. He's looking for support. Finds Gideon Richards. Richards goes back to Williams. Williams still with it. Gives it to Darim Pierre. Pierre goes wide and shifts it to Anthony Edwards. Edwards chips it through the center. Looking for Gavin Brown. Goalkeeper. Good anticipation there by the Bequia goalkeeper Justo. And collects easily. And he bowls it out. It's number 13.
Friday.
It's Friday with it, and still Friday on that far side, and it goes into touch, and it's going to be a throw-in. It's going to be a substitution. So let's see. It's number 6, Gavin Brown, who will be coming off, and on would come the Benetton Stapleton, the number 20. So Gavin Brown is off. Benetton Stapleton comes in. So some fresh legs for North Leeward Predators. An infringement call, it looks like, on Kamal Best. So Darim Pierre would have that free kick. Like Jermaine John, who goes down, and some assistance is being sought. So we're just heading up into the 67th minute or so of this encounter. This battle between Bequia United and North Leeward Predators, and it's locked at 2-2 here at the Brighton Technical Centre, and not the sort of crowd that we saw last night at Roxelle. I think last night had a very decent crowd.
Yeah, well, we expect that. Last night was the big opening evening of the newly branded Vincy Soccer Premier League. And everybody wanted to see what is there to be offered. You could have seen it on the live as well. And then it's an earlier game where people would probably want to be having some other doing some other stuff, which are around this time.
Yeah,
but tomorrow evening we expect to have a good crowd.
Because tomorrow it's going to be from 6. First game at 6 p.m. Second game at 8 p.m. And you're going to have Awesome FC. So we can see Jermaine John just limping his way to the sideline, and really doesn't look good for Bequia United. So one anticipates some substitution. You can see him just holding on to the post, and so chips it across. The heads go up, and diving effort there by the goalkeeper. There's going to be a corner. And it was a good cross.
Yes, it was.
And Spring was looking to get his head on it. Did so, but goalkeeper had covered the angle and knocked it into touch. So it's going to be a corner. Gavin Richards to take that. Gideon Richards, rather. As he chips it across nicely. And off the defense, it seems to be a handball. They are appealing for a handball. Referee says another corner. So we can see Gideon Richards running to that far side. He's going to say, let me take it. Cortland Williams, he's there. In fact, he now leaves it for Gideon Richards. And cleared off the line by Bequia United. In defense, you have Small. Captain controls. Gives it to Bentic in terms of Anthony Edwards. So on comes number 14 for... That's Delplesh for Predators. And looking for Mark Brown. Mark Brown, but good piece of work by Ronaldo Franklin. And put it downfield. Long ball. Looking to find Benetton Stapleton. Stapleton gets it. The whistle going. And a call against Stapleton. And he was in a battle there with Kamal Bess. And it's going to be infringement against North Leeward Predators. So it's going to be a free kick for Bequia United. The scoreline is 2 goals apiece. We are in the 71st minute.
Well, it's getting really feisty now. You can hear the crowd, small as it is. Well, appreciative, let's just say, for this time of the afternoon. And the benches getting into it, Charlo.
Oh, certainly. So Snag with it. Snag with a shot, sliding off the defender. And there is Anthony Edwards there, getting a head onto it. Couldn't control. It's going to be a corner for Bequia United. And you can see the likes of DL Spring quickly taken. Kamal Bess in a tussle there with Edwards. The shot comes in. And infringement call there. So it's going to be a free kick for Predators. Samuel looks up. He boots a long ball downfield. Still Ronaldo Franklin puts it downfield. There is Cortland Williams, has a few. Darian Pierre comes to finds Delplesh. Delplesh, nice ball. DL Spring is off. Goalkeeper comes off his line and controls. Good anticipation by goalkeeper, but it's still Predators. Gideon Richards with it. Goes across field looking for Benetton Stapleton. He does so. Stapleton gets the wrong one. Gives it to Cortland Williams, who does not make good use of it. Loses it to Bequia. And there is still, it's Kamal Bess with it for Bequia United. Looking to come forward. Miss kick. And it goes into touch for a throw-in for North Leeward Predators. And
well, the benches are at it, Charlo. They're definitely bellowing out some instructions that are definitely looking to ensure that they either secure this 1 point or go forward to collect all 3.
Well, that's where can we see Kamal Bess going down, but it's going to be a throw-in for the Predators. Benetton Stapleton comes back, intercepted by Bequia United Snag, but Ronaldo Franklin is there, cleans it up. Gideon Richards with a ball for DL Spring. DL on the run. He's been brought down and sliding tackle, and the referee points for a goal kick. Spring is not happy, but the officials made their decision. And he's still there questioning the assistant referee. And yes, Bentic goes up with a header. Finds Gideon Richards. Gideon Richards with a shot. And
Kamal Best clearing. He was actually trying to cross, it looks like.
yeah, so those long legs of Kamal Best. And Richards was looking for that far corner because goalkeeper Stowe would have been beaten, but it was Kamal Best coming to the rescue there. So it's corner for the Predators, and we can see Gideon Richards lining that up, sporting number 17. As he chips it across, the heads go up and off the header. Goalkeeper Stowe cleans it up, bowls it out, but Anthony Edwards is there, knocks it into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for Bequia United. So good defensive work there by Edwards, not allowing Bequia to come forward. Long ball downfield, looking to find Mark Brown, though, so he chests it down. And still with it, Mark Brown looking for some support. Finds one, but good work again by Captain Kevin Small. Benetton Stapleton is there with Cortland Williams. He's been robbed of it, but he's not going to give up. An infringement call against Cortland for pulling that player down. And it looks like Jermaine John. And it's going to be a free kick for the Bequia United. Really cool conditions. The clouds are with us. So Kamal Best lining up that free kick, and Sammy chips it long downfield. Heads go up, headed away there by Franklin. Courtney, it's still Bequia United inside the Predators half. Small gives it now to Darian Pierre, who finds Benetton Stapleton on the left. Stapleton looking for some support. They have some run, but good work by the defense there for Bequia United, not allowing Gideon Richards any freedom whatsoever, and he tidied up.
Right, so 2 goals apiece, and some substitutions coming the way of North Leeward Predators. It is Edwards, he's being replaced, as well as Bentek, and we are trying, let's get those. So Edwards and Bentek coming out, and it looks like Devon Ford. Well, no, that's Bequia. Let's go across to the.
Looks like number 27.
Yeah, so Shivas
Durham,
right?
Kishon Durham.
And Chivas
like
Chanis Fraser coming
Fraser
in for the Bequia
and
United.
Also, there's a number 9 in Javan Keto.
Right.
Who comes in,
so ringing the changes at North Leeward Predators. I'm sure they're not happy with the scoreline at this stage, and they definitely would love to want to start the defense of their campaign as strong as possible with 3 points. But as it stands right now, they have to fight for all their worth. But Bequia have come up, have presented themselves as worthy.
There's also a substitution for Bequia. I think on comes number 7.
Right, and it looks like
Bradley
Macquarie.
Farrell.
All right, here we go. And coming to the rescue there was Ronaldo Franklin, because Matt Brown was eyeing a header, and Franklin had to come very, very quickly.
Using his height advantage.
Yes, well, that is definitely important on this occasion. We spoke about the stature of these players, and it's Oliver though. This is Ozanli Oliver. He is going to take the corner here now for North Leeward, for Bequia. A long corner to the far post. Number 14 is trying to collect. He does he? Yes, he brings it inside, looking for Kamal Best, who attempts to pass forward. It comes off of a Bequia player. Is it? Yes. So it's another throwing comes the way now of the Bequia United unit. Booted. Well, it looks like offside, was it? And so Another infringement against Bequia, this time against Carlos Simmons. It looks like handballed, and so taken quickly. Brings it now to Fraser. Fraser cuts inside and finds DL Spring. Spring is looking to go forward. Finds Fraser once again. Fraser crosses. Kamal Bess is to the rescue. He shields well and he continues to move forward. Taken by Carla Simmons. Simmons is bringing it behind the player and picking it up. It looks like the number 27. That's Durham. Durham is losing out to Friday. Friday finds that's the gentleman who just came in there for Bequia as well. Tussle in the middle, finds Darian Pear. Pear looking to find Spring, momentarily intercepted by Oliver. Still Spring. Spring brings it back to Fraser. Fraser goes inside to his number 9. And falling now to the number 20. That looks like Barrington Stapleton. Stapleton to number 14 in Delplesh. Delplesh brings across to Spring. Spring scores. And North Leeward Predators go further in the ascendancy. Well, they take the lead again. Once again. They take the lead once again. And D.L. Spring is the man behind this third goal for North Leeward Predators. 3 goals. 3 goals to 2, and after all the results so far from North Leeward from the Bequia United, North Leeward Predators go a little further ahead. So Charlo has just stepped away just a bit, and Bequia not to be undone. They have worked hard. They've shown themselves worthy of being back in the Premiership, albeit this is the first encounter. But the defending champions are looking as if they want to snap up all 3 points. Can Bequia come and find another equalizer? Remember, they opened the scoring. They had to equalize to join North Leeward Predators on 2. But now they are behind once more. It's with Delplesh. Delplesh goes across and finds a pair. Pair to Delplesh. Delplesh is looking. He comes across. Finds a Fraser. Fraser has a one to contend with. Goes back to Darian Pear. Some pep in the step here now of the Bequia United of the North Leeward Predators unit. And it's again with the number 25 for Bequia. Not a good pass and taken by Durham. Durham is looking and comes inside. Finds Delplesh. Delplesh looking for the on-running number 9 in Cato. But falls now for Stapleton. Stapleton takes it off of the leg, the feet of Spring. This time she brings it back to Spring to ensure that there's some control. Giving away though. Bequia is moving forward, looking for Mark Brown. Behind them it went, however. And Samuel picks it up, the goalkeeper. He gives it to the stalwart defender on this occasion, Ronaldo Franklin. Franklin finds Fraser. Fraser is losing control. And a throw-in is going to be offered to Bequia. John takes it, looking for Mark Brown, gets it back. John, let's see what he does. Goes back to the number 7 in Farrell. Farrell is looking for Oliver. Oliver loses out to Cato. Cato goes inside, looking for Stapleton, but Friday has been strong, and still Oliver. Loose ball. It's with Benton. Stapleton. Stapleton goes across, finds outside the dead, DL Spring, still DL Spring, goes into the box, DL Spring, still DL Spring, and it comes off of the defender, goes into touch, and a dangerous corner coming the way of the North Leeward Predators unit, Charlie.
But certainly I think North Leeward Predators now looking to take the ascendancy as the defending champions and put some pressure here on Bequia United. DL Spring again, that calm, composed individual trying to lead the pack here. They do have some fresh legs, and already we can see they are hustling the Bequia United players.
So corner comes in from Williams, mishandled by Stowe. had to be cleared by, it looks like Kamal Best. Still Ronaldo Franklin keeps the pressure on for Northley Predators. Cortland Williams makes his way into the box, and this time it comes off of an unstable, unbalanced Williams intertouch.
Well, one of the criticisms I would have for Williams is that I think he tries to hold on to the ball for a little too long. Rather than passing it off, he tries to do too much on his own.
A good attempt there by Friday to take it down, but it was the said Williams who actually challenged. Into touch it went. Still Friday looking to come inside. Finds Simmons. Simmons leaves it now for one of the younger players who came in. He's looking for some movement. Gets it to Simmons. Simmons is under some pressure. And a card here for Darian Pear, who went in there really aggressively in that tackle there, Charlo.
Well, yes, the referee was right on spot. It's right on spot, and the can went to the pocket immediately, and the yellow card given to Darian Pear. So he goes into the books.
Well,
just about the 85th minute.
Yeah, we're going to have some added time for stoppages.
Yeah, there will be some stoppage time, and one would anticipate that. And so it looked like Simmons who was the recipient of that tackle, and he's back on his feet.
So, kick taken into the part of the number 23. He crosses inside. Not a good cross on this occasion. And he's remonstrating with himself. He should have done better because it was an opportunity for Bequia to definitely challenge in that area.
Yes, and Samuel just watched it. So,
as he should have. No complaints there at all as Northley Predators try to come out. Is this Durham? Yes, Durham comes back and finds Small. Back to Durham. Picking it up is Pear though. Pear comes back inside looking for Franklin. Franklin under a little pressure finds Durham. Durham is looking to go forward and still being stopped. It finds Delplesh. Delplesh finding an outlet now with the gentleman here on the far side. Number 9, Keto. He's found in an offside position. Bequia has an opportunity to mount another attack. Goes forward looking for Fraser. It was Mark Brown. Fraser picks it up, looks for Cato. Cato gets it, goes across, looking for Stapleton. There on the left side. Stapleton is he? No, he's not be able to keep control of it. And so turns inside now the Bequia player. Nobody to pick up that loose pass. This is Delpish. Comes across to Fraser. Fraser is trying to get past Farrell. Farrell still there with him. Back to the Spring into the chest of Cato. Looks like it's Fraser. Fraser trying to find someone. Small picks up the loose ball, pumps it upfield to the number 14. That is Gooding. For Bequia, goes into touch. Gooding takes it through very quickly. Now he decides to leave it, and he leaves it for another of his counterparts. This is Gooding though, up the right hand side, brings it back, looking for some movement inside, brings it, he gives it away into Cato. Now Cato plays the return ball to Williams. Williams has Best to contend with, can't get past Best, and that's well, it was an infringement. Oh no, it actually came off of Williams. So a throw in for Bequia United into Gooding. He could not keep control, and into touch once again. Let's see. Looks like Delplesh is going to pick this up. 14. Yes. He takes it through into the box, headed away by Jermaine John. John finds Simmons. Simmons to Gooding. Looking for Mark Brown. And it's with Samuel into the arms and back to Small finds that is Durham to Spring is looking, Spring comes back, still Spring controlling, still Spring moving all the way around, finds Delplesh goes into the the left side and attempts to wheel his way forward, stopped on his tracks. 88 minutes on the clock. The throw-in comes again for North Leeward Predators. Predators takes it and goes into the area. And it's now with Kamal Best. Best goes forward, looking for Matt Brown. Cleaned up there by Small to Durham to DL Spring across to Fraser. Fraser back to Spring to Pair, managing here, but Bequia gaining possession, still Spring though. And he has been probably the man of the match
yes,
from all estimations.
Yeah, definitely. He has really marshaled the North Leeward Predators forces. And I think that's a little too much. And I'm sure, come on. I'm of the view that Kamal Best got away with that there. He should have got a card.
Well, you bumped him off very solidly, and I think he's holding his head because after he fell,
yes,
he would have made an awkward impact on the ground. Correct. And so that is basically what happened on that occasion there. So
the doctor goes out.
Getting close to the end of this encounter.
So just felt that referee Jason Frederick was rather lenient there. But
well,
he's in control.
And this is the perspective of the individual.
Okay, the Spring being held to his feet, and he's just about, so he's being ushered off.
Yes,
Still
Dr.
holding
Peters
the back of his head.
giving some attention to him.
But the good thing that he's smiling. So
well, he's a seasoned campaigner, and he understands the rhetoric, so to speak, of a football encounter of this and the challenges that goes with it. Yeah. So 91 minutes. Let's see what the fourth official would present to us as it relates to additional time. It's Durham though who has it, and he attempts to go forward. He doesn't. And Friday is Friday is actually coming in.
there's going to be a substitution, actually. Off would come
Substitution
Cortland
taken.
Williams, and on would come number 13.
All right. So
That's,
number 13. Williams?
Dickon Williams.
Correct.
So Williams replacing Williams.
All right. And that is, it's going to be me right now. So here we go, goes forward, looking for Kato, just out of reach, just
barely
yes,
gets it.
barely out of reach. And time has expired. We haven't seen any movement from the fourth official as relates to that. It's now with Delplesh. Delplesh goes forward, looking for Kato, headed away momentarily by Oliver. Best has it poked away into the part of Fraser. Fraser finds the number 13 who just came in, and Williams. And that one is pushed downfield. No man's land, really, into the safe hands of Stowe. Stowe is looking for an advancement. Comes off of a defender. Ooh, Franklin again. His height coming into play there. Player is down once more. And this is a head injury because they both went up for an elevated aerial ball. And Franklin was stronger there, Charlo.
But definitely used his height to good effect. And in the end, just climbing over that forward player there for Bequia United. And in the end, he fell in the process. And perhaps again we saw a spring a while ago falling and just hitting his head on the turf, and just wondering if something similar had happened here. And so Dr. Peters has to make her way out once again, and he's been helped into a sitting position. So few routine checks have to be made, and
looks there's a you can see the concern on the players around him, and this would indicate that there is definitely some.
I think he's going to help, and he would I believe he would make his way to the sick bay
medical
area.
Yeah, the medical area.
Yes, he's now
And
being
so this
helped.
is important, Sir Charlo, of having professional medical personnel at these encounters. It doesn't matter the level at which we play football or sport. The health of the athletes are important because they are playing.
That's key.
Yes, they're playing in an aggressive situation, albeit within the law, Charlo, and these incidents can occur.
Well, most definitely. And it's going to be a bounce pass. It's bounce ball to Darim Pierre. Right.
So the pass taken, and it is laid back by Pierre to Durham. Durham pumps downfield, and Kamal Best not able to control as he would have loved. And so it is a throw-in for North Leeward Predators. Times have elapsed over 5 minutes so far, and we have a whistle.
It's infringement against Bequia United. So it's going to be a throw-in for the Predators.
There we go. North Leeward trying to go forward again, but John is pushing it forward, looking for the number 15. He cannot control well. And another throw-in comes away of North Leeward Predators. We're wondering about the time here, Charlo. It's
Yes.
still moving on to the 6th minute of
Stapleton
additional
has been brought
time.
down. And my word. So we already had gone 6 minutes of time.
And we haven't
Extra
seen the
time.
fourth official.
We have not seen anything from the
Yes.
fourth official.
Here we go, the number 15 goes inside, looks for Carlos Simmons. He has been tackled rarely in an uncharacteristic manner. He went down as if he took a punch from Mike Tyson. And there we go, a free kick coming the way of Bequia. One last opportunity probably for an equalizer, Charlo.
Well, we wait for the official. We have gone some 7 minutes already in extra time. So it's the number 16 in Olivier. Or Stanley Olivier. And that went high, wide, and handsome in cricketing terms. And it's going to be a goal kick for North Leeward Predators.
Opportunity went to begin, and we can see now the official in the middle looking at his watch. I'm not sure what he's saying. What happened to the ball there? It's a ball right in front, but there is it's probably may have been punctured or something, so we'll have to look at that carefully and assess the situation as it relates to that. But some time being taken. The referee is looking at his whistle. Is this going to be the last kickoff? It looks like so. That is going to be the case for me. And here we go. Kicked off, that is his. And Charlo.
And that there it is.
Yes.
Roxelle. That long kick, the last kick. And it's not Leeward Predators coming away victorious here today. 3-2. And Bequia United would have all, could be proud of their efforts today, certainly pushing the defending champions to the wire. But in the end, it's the North Leeward Predators coming away victorious, with Dial Spring 2 goals to his credit, and the other by Gavin Brown for North Leeward. And in the Bequia United, it's Max Brown who scored both goals for the Bequia United team. So a good victory for North Leeward Predators, as one would anticipate. The man of the player of the game would be that DL Spring, the experienced DL Spring, and already with some indication that he's going to have a word with my co-commentator Roxelle Johns.
All right, good afternoon. We have just finished our third match in the newly branded Vincy Semi-Pro. Well, not Semi-Pro yet. We were looking that hoping we could go Semi-Pro, but probably next year. Vincy Soccer Premier League. I know you were looking last night on the live. What are your impressions, first of all, of what you're experiencing so far for this new branded league?
I think that it is very early to have any expectations, because looking at the two teams that won last night, as you can see that the fittest team is who won the game. And today, as you can see, we know Bequia is a team that normally runs a lot because of their head coach, which is Kendall Murphy. I have experience with him from the past, so I know it was going to be a tough game today, and somehow we came out victorious, and I'm thankful.
Well, tough game, because I was going to ask you about Bequia's performance. You already spoke about that. What about your team's performance? I know you started a little slower than normal, but you got into it thereafter.
I think, to Today, well, we had a little bit of issue with transportation. The transportation was late, so we didn't really get the time to warm up. So we had to see out the first minutes of the game to at least get our muscles warm. And I think from there on we got into the game. Unfortunately, we gave away a penalty early, and Bequia could have take that mental what should I say? Yeah, push against us, but they fell short, and we got back into the game, and I think that was their mistake.
All right, leading from the front again, you are going to be awarded a Man of the Match award from us here tonight or this evening. Some small token, yeah, you can see he's happy. He's definitely happy with what he got here. Tell me.
It is the perfect token for Man of the Match, because I think now I can check my all of my calories and everything, my minutes, every time I go to training, so that I can know how to pace my games in the future. So yes, I'm very thankful for it.
Small tokens making big waves here in the Vincy Soccer Premier League. DL Spring, our Man of the Match, number 3.
We step onto the pitch to conquer, to ignite belief, to dominate the moment. We take control, we win, and sometimes we lose. We score, we miss, but we regain control. A free kick, a pass, an assist, and the goals follow. From penalties under pressure. Every challenge looks easy, so we repeat it. Because it's one team, driven by one dream, inside one league. Vincy Soccer Premier League.
Oh, it's hope! And they have returned from one goal down. Goal! He scores! He scores!
Cross comes in now, open goal, it's in the back of the net. With the early goal, it looks like.
The Vincy Soccer Premier League is brought to you by the SVG Football Federation.